and good morning everyone. Today we are going to start with the investment management, and as per your question that could be asked in your exams, it could be the meaning of investment, the definition of investment, objectives of investment, and how it is affecting the economy as well, and what could be the alternatives of the investment. So all these we will be covering in this module, and first of all I would like to share with you the quotes of Warren Buffett. Price is what you pay and value is what you get, and there are many other quotes of Warren Buffett that you could be analyzing. Once he said that I made my first investment at the age 11, I was wasting my life up till then. So according to Warren Buffett, the investment and the savings, they should be started as soon as possible in one's life, so that to give you a opportunity in your future. So there are some quotes of Warren Buffett on earnings. What he says that never depend on the single income, make investment to create a second source. On spending, he says that if you buy things you don't need, soon you will have to sell things you need. On savings, he says that do not save what is left after spending, but spend what is left after saving. On taking risk, he says never test the depth of the river with both of the feet. On investment, he says that do not put all the eggs in one basket. And on expectations, he says that honesty is very expensive gift. Do not expect it from the cheap people. So there are many quotes of Warren Buffett which you will come across when you are going to study various foreign authors' book also, and or if you study various investment part also. And so from here we can derive the meaning of investment, which says that putting money into something with the expectation that will generate income or the value will appreciate in future or profit. Or you can even define investment in the form of commitment of funds made in the expectation of some positive rate of return. Investment is the employment of funds with the aim of achieving additional income or growth in the value, and expectation of return is an essential element of the investment. Investment involves long-term commitment of funds and waiting for the reward in the future. And from this we can derive the meaning of investment from financial viewpoint also and from the economic viewpoint also. That is the important feature of our subject. So financial meaning, what does it say is that investment is the commitment of a person's funds to derive future income in the form of interest, dividend, premiums, pension or appreciation in the value of their capital. And the economic meaning signifies the net additions to the economy's capital stock, which consists of the goods and services that are used in the production of other goods and services. And the financial meaning of investment is very, very important from security analysis viewpoint, which states that financial investment involves funds in various assets such as stock, bond, real estate, mortgages, or even you can go for bullion trading. That means you can even invest in gold, silver, you can invest in some public provident funds, you can invest in post office schemes, you can invest in some national saving certificates, you can even go for some Indra Vikas Patra, as according to your objective. It depends that how you are going to invest. So the basic thing that you have to understand that what will be the characteristics of the investment. Accordingly, you can invest in certain securities. So the basic characteristics of investment lies in the maximization of the return, the minimization of the risk, the safety of your investment and the liquidity aspect. Now, what do you mean by the maximization of return? So, whenever you are going to invest in any security, you will always expect that your money should be doubled, or your money should be, as you have invested, your money should be more than that. Like if I am going to invest rupees 1 lakh, okay, in any equity shares, I always believe that after a year I must be getting some dividend part. So that will be my return, that will be my over and above the investment what I have earned. So the returns should always be maximized. The risk should be minimized. Now what does it signify? That whatever I am investing, my investment should not go futile. If I have invested rupees 1 lakh, I at least expect 1 lakh 10,000 or 1 lakh 20,000. That means the rate of return should, whatever I am getting, it should be there. My investment should not be till 80,000. So this is that I have to minimize my risk. So my risk should be always minimized, and the safety of investment is very, very important, because if I am not investing in a safe security, I'll be always in a dilemma that whether I'll be getting my money back or not. So the safety aspect is a really, really important aspect. Your investment should be liquid in nature. What do you mean by liquid in nature? That means it should be easily convertible into cash. For example, if I need money and I have my debentures with me, I can go in the market and I can sell those debentures and I'll be getting the money itself. So this again, signifies the basic objectives of investment, and that is a very, very important aspect. Again, we can, just revolve around risk, return, and one important aspect, that is hedging against inflation. So what do you mean by hedging against inflation? Hedging means to create a balance between your risk and your return among the inflationary pressures in the economy. It could be a political pressure, it could be a rising prices pressure, it could be social, problems, it could be anything. So inflation has another, there are many features of inflation. So there should be a balance between your risk and return. As compared to the investment, there are some concepts that you should know beforehandedly, and even the question could be asked on this in your exam. That is, what is investment versus speculation, and what is investment versus gambling. So what is investment versus speculation? We can understand it on the basis of time horizon, that investment is related to long term, that is beyond 12 months. Speculation is for short term. That means you are holding an asset or you are holding a security for one day up to 1 year. The risk in investment is limited and the risk in speculation is very high. The source of income in case of investment depends upon the earnings of the enterprise, and in speculation it depends upon the changes in the market prices. The stability of income is very stable, but in speculation it is uncertain. The use of funds, that means in investment you can use your own funds, and in speculation you can use your own funds and you can have the borrowed funds. The type of contract, the investment contract is considered to be a creditor's contract, and that means you are investing and you will be getting some return on that. And in speculation, that means it is your ownership, your dependence upon the investment, it is your loss, your gain. So psychological attitude of the participants in investment, we work very cautiously and we work conservatively. We think about it and then we go in for investment. But in speculation, we have to be daring, we are aggressive in our form, we almost don't think, we just see what is profit we are getting and we go in for speculation. Next comes your investment versus gambling. So gambling and investment, again we can say on the basis of planning horizon, investment is for a longer term and gambling is for a shorter term. Basis for decision, investment, scientific analysis of intrinsic worth of the security, and in gambling it is based upon tips and rumors. Like if it's just like my, I am just going in for my luck by chance, so that is basically a gambling. In investment we plan our activities, we think about it, but in gambling it is all unplanned activity. The risk involved in investment is a very commercial risk, and the risk involved in gambling is an artificial risk. The return expectation, that means you have to determine the risk return trade-off in case of the investment, but in gambling you can even have negative returns. The motive behind the investment is my safety and the liquidity of the returns, and in case of gambling it is just an entertainment while I'm earning. So these are the investment avenues where you can invest. So you can invest in real estate, you can invest in commodities, you can invest in miscellaneous investments. There are debt, there is equity. So real estate means that you have some residential property, you have a commercial property with you, you can go in for mutual funds, you can go in for some real estate mutual funds. For the commodities, you can go for gold, silver. Now there's a trend of gold ETFs also. So all these concepts that you have to explain in detail in your question as well, and that could be one basic question. So here you can have the second important question, that what could be the modes of investment. And in debt, in case of debt, there are PPFs, there is NSC, there is Kisan Vikas Patra, bonds, there could be some senior citizen schemes, fixed maturity plans could be there could be fixed mutual funds or the balanced mutual funds, it could be floating rate, depend upon the insurance. There are many insurance plans where you are going to invest. It could be unit linked insurance plans also. And in case of equity, there could be some shares, stocks, there could be equity diversified, there could be derivatives, there could be some again ULIPs in equity proportion. So it depends how you are going to invest in the securities. So these are the investment avenues in totality. Could be equity shares, there could be mutual fund schemes, there could be some tax sheltered schemes, real estate business, money market instruments. Then it could be some fixed income securities, deposits could be there. You can go for fixed deposits. There could be some life insurance policies, precious objects, and financial derivatives. So that is all for this one module, and this is a very important question. This is the first chapter of your syllabus, and this you can go in for the important question from the paper viewpoint. Thank you.